Hello, this is Bridget with Divine Essentials. Alright, guys, so I'm doing something a little different today. I'm just trying this out, and basically, you're going to choose one, two, or three, and each one has cards that go along with it. So, number one here is these four cards in this crystal. So, if you feel drawn to this one, this would be the one that you're going to want to choose. Then number two here is these four cards in this crystal. So if you feel drawn to that one, you would choose that. And then number three here is these four cards and this crystal. This one's big. Bigger. So if you choose those ones, that would be the one that you choose. So then what we're doing here is we're going to just get some signs and some synchronicity, some messages in regards to, is this your, does this make sense to you, for you and your soulmate, your twin flame, your divine counterpart, whoever, it is. Like, these are supposed to be basically names, dates, like things that could tie into it, like times of year, the difference of age, the day, the month, different things that will tie in. So what I did was I looked at the cards and intuitively let spirit just kind of guide things to me. So for pile one, the first things that I got, now this, you're only going to know if this is significant to you or not, so take it or leave it. Know that there's multiple people, so some of these things may not make any sense to you at all. Some of them may make a lot of sense to you. So this is my first time doing it too, so just know that. So the first pile, which was, I noticed a theme here. We have like something on top of something, something on top of something, something on top of something. So there's a lot of pedestal stuff going on here. In this connection, in the foundation of your connection, there could be that the two of you put each other on a foundation, put each other on a pedestal of sorts, or something's out of reach within this connection. And I noticed a lot of symbols and things like that. So we had crystal, star, diamond, pedestal, world. Now, that's what I was taking, just kind of looking at these images here. Universe, wheel of fortune, kingdom, light, foundation, family, commitment, union, love. Okay, so if those words put together, anything in those words come together and make sense to you for, like, little signs and symbols and synchronicity that you've had along the way, take it or leave it. Then when I was looking at the four here, I got Jesus and Mary. So you could have names, like Jesus, Mary, Marianne, Marilyn, Mandy, things that kind of tie into that. It doesn't have to be Jesus and Mary. Like, you could be Joe and Millie, but like, it's going to probably be something that I say out loud. So, when I was looking at, Jesus and Mary, I was thinking Jesus, or, like versions of that. So if you know that your person that you have in mind is similar to that, you would Google, like, what those names, like Google, like variants of Jesus, like, where is that name come from, or what names come from the name Jesus, because then there's, a whole bunch of them, Jose, Jesus, things like that. And the same thing for Mary. Mary has, Marianne, Marie, Mariah, like, just Google those. And I'm looking right now, and she's dumping out C and M. So, like, your person, it may be C and M. So it could be Chris or Christina or Calvin, things like that. And then we had Moonbeam. So you could even look up what name means Moonbeam. Or if your person's name means moonbeam or twilight or darkness, something to do with that, because I got the star, I got the crystal, I got the moonbeam. I'm getting something to do with light. So your person's name may be something that means light, or something that means, twilight or darkness, or something to do with, like, the nightfall. And, like, pedestals and worlds and universe, like wheel of fortune, kingdom, light, foundation, family, commitment, union, love. So like if their name like means like pillar of love, that would be like, oh yeah, that's my person. So then we had water bearer. So that could be, for some of you, that could be tied into the fact that your person is the water bearer, Aquarius, or they could be an air sign, or they could be a water sign, because those tie into each other. The water bearer is, I believe, Aquarius, and Aquarius is an air sign, and then it's the water bearer, so it may actually tie to water signs. So, like one thing can have multiple meanings, but you're going to know how it resonates for you. Don't force anything, just take it. And then we have solar flare. So like I had seen like that solar flare energy coming out of that Wheel of Fortune. So your person could be, tied into that energy somehow, where there's like fire, Leo, like for whatever reason I'm getting the lion, and there was a lion down here and there was a lion up there, so they could be a Leo, they could be something to do with the lion, they could have a lot of pride. And I was getting griffin energy because of the wings here, all of these animals having wings, and there's a mermaid and there's like magical creatures. So like your person's name could mean a magical creature name, like something from the older days of history. And then we had Spirit of the Wheel. So Spirit of the Wheel actually ties into shamanic stuff and shamanic traditions, and like the wheel there, the what do you call that? The spirit wheel. So there could be something to do with the spirit wheel, or something to do with that type of energy. And then we had freedom, air sign. So I did get freedom, air signs. So you could be dealing with an air sign, because we got all these things with wings. We got all this stuff up in the air. And then we had earth. Okay, so then when I got earth, I heard Gaia and I heard Terra. So your person's name could be that, or they could be an earth sign, or you could both be two of these things. And then I got blue jay, and then so from the blue jay, I got Robin and Rob. So you could have something to do with that, because we had the little bird here. So that could be, that there's a Robin or a Rob or a blue jay or Jay. Or variants of those names. And then we had the fire, the sun, sunny. So sun, sunny, S-O-N as in sun, or S-O-N-N-Y as in like sunny. And then baboon. I had baboon and goofy. So there was like the monkey there on the Wheel of Fortune. But this person could be goofy, they could be like a baboon, they could have a lot of pride, and that could make them kind of be like a buffoon at times, where they do stupid stuff. And I noticed the eagle, and whenever I see the eagle or like the hawk or something like that, they could be like a big perspective shift between the two of you, or something to do with your perceptions of things. Like they may look at this and not see anything similar to what you see. And then we had selenite, and that's because of the moon. So like like that moon energy. Selene, selenite, maybe there's something significant to do with that. Maybe you have selenite on you right now, like on a jewelry, or you like selenite, but Selene is the goddess that's connected to selenite. So Selene, Selena, something to do with like that type of name. Take it and the variants of it. Amber, and that amber was coming from the night energy as well. So I don't know why, but it could be like something to do with like amber rose. It could be something to do with more of like a darker name, like whatever you think of when you think of darkness for names. Like I don't know why I thought of amber, but that was one that came. We had majestic and midnight. So there could be other names coming from the M's, like Michael or Mary, or anything that comes with MA or MI, or kind of has that like velvet, or names like along those energies. And then we had Rob, Robert, Roberta, Robbie, Robin again, and I got Robin up here, and like these are just coming through intuitively at this point. So then we had Sean, Shauna, Sean, with like the SH, Sean with the SE, and then I had sauna. So there could be something to do with the heat in the sauna. Maybe you met this person in the sauna, or you guys had like an interaction in a sauna, something to do within the heat. I'm hearing Sedona now, so you may have met this person in Sedona. Maybe you want to go to Sedona. Maybe you're going to go to Sedona, you're going to meet your person in Sedona. Again, because some of you people might already know this person, some of you may not. Then we had Heather with the heat. So Heather, Heath, Keith. Take that if that makes sense to you. And then we had Kevin, Chris, Christ, Christian, Christina. So again, variations of that, meanings of that, whatever you feel guided to look into as well. Then we had pillars with the Peter and the Paul and the wise men. So your person may be Christian, your person may be into the Bible, or they could be named after somebody in the Bible. And then we had Bill, Bob, Bobby, B, Beth, Bethany, Billy, Beauty and the Beast came through because of the energy there with like the lion and stuff. I was getting like Beauty and the Beast energy because she's like the beauty. We get some beast energy here, so you could have Beauty and the Beast significance within your connection. And then numbers. So the numbers I actually took from, I equated a number to every one of the alphabet, like A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, so on and so forth. So then I actually looked up to see like, okay, like crystal 3. And I pulled numbers just intuitively and based off of the names that are here and like the significant names that like, or like how many times I kept seeing a certain letter as like the beginning of something. So there was a lot of S's and a lot of R's and a lot of things like that. And then like if it was one that was like unique, like the wheel, the world, the universe, the union, I took the number meaning for that too and put it down here. So we got 3, 4, 6, 23, 21, 11, 12, 10, 13, 7, 19, and 2. This could be that you're going to meet this person in the spring, or you met this person in the spring, or your guys' birthdays are in the spring. You could be something to do with the winter as well, because we get the 11 and the 12 here. So there could be significant things within the winter. These could be ages. These could be differences between your age differences. This could be dates, specific dates. This could be days of the month. This could be the time that you met. This could be the union that will happen between the two of you. This could be numerology stuff tied into the two of you. This could be biblical stuff. This could be meanings of stuff. So, again, take what resonates here and leave the other stuff out and don't, worry about it too much if it doesn't, because there's going to be a lot of people that look at this. So take what really stuck to you or sticks out at you, and if nothing made sense here, then choose a different pile to see what comes through in those piles. But just know that like it may not be exactly what you see at face value. And I did this earlier for myself on I saw a reading like this. They did it based off of like images, and then they pulled cards for them. So they didn't show us the cards that they pulled, and they just like wrote down names like, well, we watched. They had names. They had like a paper like this, and then they wrote it out again while they were online with us, telling us what they saw. But everything that came through in that was like dead on for me, who I am as a person. It didn't make sense per se to like my twin flame or my divine counterpart. It was more so like my name's, people used to call me Bibi, and I was born in May, and like even the picture I chose without realizing was like all earth energy, earth sign. That's me. And even like what they had me look up was like, holy shit. So I don't know, I felt like I would try this out. So if you guys liked it, give it a like, comment, let me know, because I can do it again, and we could try different ways of doing it, or doing different stuff. So that's pile number 1, and we're going to move on to number 2 at 1333 here. So that could be significant for some of you, the 3s coming through. We're starting off here. So you had the Justice card, you had the Queen of Wands, we had the Eight of Wands, and then we had the Fool. And one thing, that I noticed right off the bat is that she's got a little puppy, and he's got a little puppy. So that was kind of cool. So again, I'm just going through this intuitively. This doesn't have to really necessarily be life-changing, but it could be, to see if this makes sense for who you are connected to. So if like in the back of your mind, like I feel like this person's my twin flame or my soulmate, you may get confirmation through this that they are. Or if you don't know who they are, this may help you to figure out, or have signs along the way when you meet them, or be, like, oh, that's what they're going to be like. So basically, I kind of just looked at the cards, and I was like, let me just pull like whatever words I get. And then based off of those words, I got names, and then just got names from spirit, and then just got numbers based off of those names, and based off of the beginning of like the words and stuff. So like I made myself like a little chart, like A is 1, B is 2, 3 is C, and so on and so forth. And so then I just kind of like, I don't know, I just did what I was guided to do, basically. So obviously we had Justice card. I have Justice here. We have Balance, Gold, Sun, Blind, Clouds. We have Chess, Sunlight, Yin and Yang, and that's just off the Justice card. So there's going to be other things that tie off of that. I'm noticing right now as I'm like connecting with this energy, Egypt. So some of you may have Egyptian names coming through for your person. They could have an Egyptian name, they could have a Egyptian background, they could be somebody with really, really dark hair, dark skin, they could be somebody that has a lot of fiery, like ignited inside of them energy, you know, like there's a lot of fire, a lot of passion, because we're moving on to the Queen of Wands now. We got fire, passion, sexual drive, unconditional love with the dog, sexy, and again, chessboard. So both of these people are standing on chessboards. That's what I was seeing, you know, when I was connecting with this. So your person, it may be very strategic. They may be very like, I'm going to place my foot down, but I'm going to hold it back a minute before I actually fully step forward with what I'm doing. There's a purpose behind everything they think and everything that they do. They don't just take a natural step forward. A lot, you know, it's like they don't have that, they may not have that, like, confident, you know, like, I'm just going to, like, I don't know, it's not even confident. It's more so like the Fool. Because, like, I feel like you guys may have, like, a little bit of that night-day type of thing between the two of you, where it's, like, you may be kind of like, I'm just gonna take my steps, and I'm not gonna really think about it, and they may be more so like, I'm gonna think about my steps, and I'm gonna have a strategic reasoning behind all of my steps. And you could be the one that embodies more of that Egyptian energy that I'm getting. I'm seeing, like, even though there's nothing there that's hieroglyphic, I'm seeing hieroglyphs. So look into the hieroglyphs of your person's name to see if that makes sense with any of this stuff that I'm getting here. So, like, I know in ancient Egypt, they used birds a lot within their hieroglyphs. They used, like, feathers a lot within their hieroglyphs. They used, you know, things like that. So your person's name, if you were to break it, because you, like, the hieroglyphs have, you know, bird, feather, or some weird item that is equated to a letter. So whatever your person's name may be equated to the golden thing, or the sun, or the clouds, or you know, a block, or like whatever. I don't really know all of the Egyptian things. I just know that there's some Egyptian energy coming through here, and I'm seeing this here as a place that you could have, what do you call it, like, what do you call that, hieroglyphs, like the, like she's, obviously there's no hieroglyphs there, but it looks like it could be, like, hieroglyphs could be there. So then we have, what else do we have? We have fire, passion, sexual drive, unconditional love with the puppies, sexy, chessboard, fields, flowers. So now we're getting down into this energy with the fields and the flowers. Hooded. So she was hood. Oh, she had the fields and the flowers too. So there's a lot of fields and flowers energy here for some reason. And she's hooded. She's got, like, this hood on her, and she holds on to that sexy energy. She's very, like, magnetic and passionate, charismatic. So your person could be like that, or you could be like that. We also have travel, distance, fields. So now we're here. So there could be distance between the two of you, or you could meet this person while you're traveling, or there's going to be distance that's created between the two of you, whether it's physical distance, emotional distance, whatever. Sheep. So there's sheep in the field here. So your person may be somebody that is a sheep, you know, like, you may be wide awake. And I'm getting that Christina, is it Christina Perri? I'm wide awake. I can't think of the name. Like, that's literally the lyrics. So I'm wide awake. And she's, like, speaking about being awake. Your person, you may be awake and they may not be, or vice versa. I feel like the feminine would be awake within this. I'm getting very, what is that her name? Christina Perri? I think that's her name. something Perry. Like, I can't think of it. And maybe somebody's name is Christina. But basically, I'm getting that, like, I'm wide awake type of song. And so if that's her name, or if you know what I'm talking about, please put it down, because that song feels significant. Um, and let's see. Sheep, so yeah, they may not be wide awake. We have lush, so there could be something to do with lush energy or luscious. They could think of you as luscious, or you could think of them as luscious. We also have harmony, so there could be harmony between the two of you, or you could bring harmony to each other because of the differences between the two of you. Then we had zodiac, so he has the zodiac behind him. We have moon, jump, leap, transform, jumping through hoops, love, again, with the companion, with the little doggy. And then we had foolish and goofy. So I feel like one of you is going to be more goofy, one of you is going to be more solid. You know, like, there's differences here. And his hand, he has his hand right on the Gemini sign. And like, when looking at this, I noticed the Aries sign very clearly. I am not really, like, I don't know all of the signs, like, little things. I know, like, some of them or most of them, but those ones stuck out to me a lot. And then I'm noticing the one for Scorpio. And so you could have something like one of your birthdays is that, or there's something significant with those symbols. So you could look into those symbols more, or you could just look into, like, their birth dates, to see if they're that sign, or when you meet them, if you don't know them yet, that may be their sign. So then down here, based off of this stuff, I have liberty, libby, lib, jeb, job, work, woke, again, I'm wide awake, Wayne, and Jay. So your person's name could be that, or they could be that you're going to meet them at your job, or that you're going to wake up and meet them somewhere, you know, that there's going to be liberty or justice or something that is happening as a result of the two of you meeting each other. And then we have sunny, sun, like different sonnet. So they could there could be a sonnet written about them or their name. Like, there may be like if you go to Google their name, you may find a sonnet written about their name. We have Claudia, Cloud, clever, Lee, Leah, like Lee as in a boy, Lee as a girl, Leah. So all of the variations of that, all the ways that you can spell that, and you know, names that are like the variants of it. So, like, where does Lee come from? You know, like, was Lee Leandria back in the day, or is, like, you know, Claudia come from Claude, or come from, you know, whatever, or do these names, you know, are these names like a version of your person's name? So look into the one that makes sense to you to look into. Then we have fire, driven, Jacob, Stephen, Steve, seen, Sean, Shauna, Sean, spelt in two ways. We had jet plane, because this was like a jet plane here, so your person's name could come off of those two names, like it could be something that sounds like jet, plane, like Jane. It could be like that they're a plain Jane. It could be something that is stuck. I was getting this stuck energy, or they could be stuck somewhere, or maybe they got stuck in a plane before, or they got stuck somewhere in their life, and they're needing to break into freedom, because I was getting that. And so maybe they don't live in America, because I was getting like this type of energy of somebody being stuck, somebody needing freedom, and then I got America. So they may need to come to America before you get to meet them, or they may need to, you know, have something happen like that for liberty and justice to be brought to their life. So they may, or you may be somewhere that you need to be brought to America for that to happen, or something. You know what I mean? Like, and I know there's better places than America, so I just happen to live here. I'm based off of my limited view of the world and my perspective and my perception. When I look at these things and I get my intuitive hits from spirit, it's only going to be limited. It's going to be limited to me and to my awareness. So, like, any channel that you get a channeling from is going to be limited to that person. So just know that and take what you get intuitively from this. So then we have Jen, Jennifer, Jack, Jan, Joe, Josh, Joshua, Jill, Jillian, Joe, Joseph. So any of those names or the variants of them or the like places they've come from, like Josephine or Jacqueline or Jimmy Jones, like whatever. I don't know. Like everybody has names and meanings of names. So, like, again, these words up here, they may be the meaning of Jennifer. Jennifer may mean to travel or to be this or to be that. So I was just getting different words. I'm getting like I had Carter, Kane, and those came through with the Freedom in America. So Carter or Kane may be somewhere, or there could be cocaine involved in something, or there could be like cane, like sugar cane, involved in something. Now this could even be like ancestors that had something to do with like stuff. If you're somebody that knows about your ancestors, you're somebody that knows about your history, somebody that knows that like your Uncle Wayne had to like really fight for freedom to come to America to get away from being stuck working in a cane factory, or traveled and was like a person that like exported and imported cane of some sort of stuff. Like, I don't know, I'm just getting weird random like information that maybe something is significant for you. But anyways, we also had Abel and Abe. So I'm getting like Gabe as well. We have Ainsley, Ashley, Chris, Christopher. You could be a Christian. It could be Chrissy. It could be Kristen. It could be Chris. Like in all of the versions of that. We also have Kelly, Kim, Kimberly. Kevin, Kev. Like all of, again, look into like what those versions are, if that makes sense for you. If your person's name starts with K, and it's like a variant of Chris, that is probably giving you confirmation. And if any of these other things made sense, then that would make sense. Then I got dog names. So because there's so many freaking dog names, like it could be anything. Like I got really, really weird dog names. So I'm not like the traditional like Rover or Grover or whatever. But if your person, I'm getting Grove now, so they could live on a grove, or they could have lived in a grove, or the Grove Street. They could have a lot of pets, they could have a lot of dogs, they could have like different nicknames that they call their pets or that they've been called. They could have a pet name, like a pet name to them that you give to them that has nothing to do with like their real name. And we have Nick, so like a nickname, like Nicholas, Nicole, Nina, Nellie, and then so I took whatever I got for names and stuff and I turned them into numbers, or took numbers intuitively. So we started off with 1333 for your time. It's 2744 right now, so 27 and 44 may be significant for you in this connection. 33, 13 is the number of the divine feminine, so you may be the divine feminine within the connection to somebody that there is like a lot of this ascended energy around you with the 33. So then 8 is about infinity and abundance, and you can look into the meaning of 8. What does the meaning of 8 mean? What is the meaning of 0? What is the meaning of 11? Oh, and look at that, you got 27 here again. So 27 may be significant. My bus number was 27. 27 has been a number that follows me a lot, so you could, it could be your age, it could be like maybe you met in February on the 7th of the month, like just take it as it resonates. 19, 3, 25, 616 was because of something, I can't remember. Oh, it was because it was like whatever I was doing for this, because I had, as A would be 1 and B would be 2 and C would be 3. So when I was looking at this stuff, I would be like, okay, like J for justice. I can't remember what like number I had it equated to, but basically I would be like, okay, 8. I think it was probably 8. So because that's the first one here. And then when I got to here, whatever one was 6, the next thing was 16, so it was probably like a transform in a J here. It was like these two was like 16 and 6, so I ended up doing 616 because those two that were next to each other made sense to do that with. So 616 may be something you see a lot or something that ties into you guys. Could be June 16th. Could be that you met when you were 16. Whatever. You could be 16 years old right now. So then we have 20 and 23. So again, take these things as they make sense to you in your life, and if they don't make sense at all, then maybe there's a different pile here for you, or maybe I'm just not any good for you at all to do this with. Again, this is my first time ever doing this. I saw somebody else do something similar to this earlier today, and it really, really, really resonated for who I am. It was supposed to be who is your soulmate, or the name of your person, but it was like everything that they brought through was who I am. But then the things that they had me do, were oh, okay. So it was crazy. So, again, like I'm saying, if there's something here, Google it, research what you feel intuitively to look into, whatever comes to mind. Okay. So then for pile number 3, we're going to start at 3033. So, yeah, if you are hanging around from pile 2, the 3s are probably significant for you, because that one started at 1333 and it ended almost exactly at 3033. So and it's pile 3. So pile 3, let's see what's going on with you guys. You may have seen a lot of 3s, or there could be third party situation going on here. Maybe your person is with somebody else. You have the cards with the Queen of Swords. You also have the 7 of Wands, you have the Emperor, and you have the Strength card. You also have the big monster crystal here. It's kind of like a tantric twin. It's got a third party on it. So you could have a third party situation going on, or there could be something going on in your connection that is a third element. Or maybe there's just what the third element is that the both of you are very guarded with each other, or there's a power struggle between the two of you. Okay? So then, like I said with the other piles, basically what I did was I just took words, took names, took energy, took frequency, and turned it into whatever came through. Okay, so I just got intuitive hits based off of looking at the cards, and then based off of the words that are here written would turn into other words or into other things. Okay, so again, we're going to start off with the Queen of Swords. I got cold, chill, calm, cool. So your person could be cool, calm, collected, okay? Or you could be the one that's cool, calm, collected, okay? Because that's the feminine energy as well. We have envy. So somebody could envy you, or you could envy them, or if there is a third party involved, they may envy you, or you may envy the fact that this person's with someone else. And then we have angry. So you could be angry about this, or they could be angry about this, or there may not even be a third party. The third party or the third element could be that you guys are angry with each other, or that there's been envy within your connection about each other, or you guys have been envious of each other, or there's been something like, I envy the fact that you're so able to be cool, calm, collected when I'm not. I want to be able to be cool, calm, collected in your presence, but I can't be because I really like you, or something like that. So then we had peace, purity, purr. So because we had the kitty cat, so your person could purr for you, or you could purr for them, or there could be a purity in your connection. Maybe there's love in your connection that is different, and then we had prove. So you could feel like you have to prove yourself to this person, or they could feel like they have to prove themselves to you. We have impale. So we had impale and impala, and I'm not sure how to spell impala as in the car, but I was getting an impala, like a Chevy Impala, or something like that. And the impale I was getting as I'm gonna impale you, or maybe I'm gonna freakadeaky you with an impalement of some sort. And then we had blue, truth, spirit, hope, hate, and 13, which is very interesting because 13 is the number of the divine feminine, and that's why I don't know why, I just got 13 for her, okay? And you have pile 3 here, 13, and you got 3033. And the last number, the last pile that started was, I think, 1333, and I felt like some of you may have stayed here because that one didn't resonate. So that could be the case. This could be yep, this is your further confirmation. So then with the 7 of Wands, sorry, I'm that's not right, 7. Seven of Wands. I wrote down 7 because it's the Seven of Wands and because I got 13 for her. So I don't know, like I didn't do that with the other piles, but I did that with this one. So we have guarded, gate, velour, battle, protect, wrote twice for some reason, and then chess. So it's like he's on a chessboard. So you could have something like that, or you could have somebody named Chester. Like, you could be somebody that's protecting your connection, or you could be, dealing with somebody that's trying to protect you from like something, they're being strategic, they're trying to watch this battle, or like, you know what I mean, like there's just like a guarded, like there's a lot of this guarded energy here. There's something going on where I feel like maybe you're guarded and they're guarded, so like neither one, like, but you need to let your guard down or something. And then with the divine masculine here, we have DM, so that's divine masculine. We also have, again, strength. Oh no, strength is down here. So power for this one. Zodiac, so he's got the zodiac behind him back there. And we had Grabby, and I don't know why. Oh, Crabby. I'm like, why is that there? Crabby. So he seems a little crabby. So your person may seem a little crabby to you. Oh, and look, crabby. So when I was looking at this card, the first thing I noticed was the crabby. So your person could have cancer, or be crabby, or be connected to the sea in some way. We have strong, powerful, and then we have twins. So not only did I notice the crab, I noticed the twins above them, but on the opposite side I saw the 2 fish. So it was like there's twins right there, there's twins right there, so this could be your twin flame, because I noticed the twins within this a lot. And then let's see, number 4, so he's number 4, so we had 13, 7, 4, and then we had number 8 for the strength card, which is obviously what the card is. And so I was like doing this, and I'm like, I don't know why I did that. Maybe that's significant, the way these numbers are going across this way. But we have strength, lion, lioness, courage, courageous, clouded. So there's a lot of like clouds in the energy there. We have fancy, famous, fear. So like there's 2 fears. It could be a scared fear, or fair, like as in let's go to the fair, or there could be fear like as in let's keep things fair between us, like maybe you guys are balanced between this, like I've got my guard up, let me do. Then we have redhead. So some of you could be dealing with a redhead, or there could be a lot of passion between the 2 of you. One of you could be brunette. Some of you could have, red within your hair. Like I'm a brunette, my natural hair color is brunette, but I have an undertone of red. So if I go dye my hair blonde, sometimes the red will show up if I don't have a hairstylist that knows what they're doing. So you could have something like that, or, your hair could be straight up red, or their hair could be straight up red. We also have bald, so somebody could be bald within your connection, or balding. We also have long hair, because I noticed she had really long hair, and he has a beard. So I brought through the beard energy, which I noticed I didn't do in these other piles. Like, I noticed one stuff with her, but, like, the other people I didn't really notice too much of that stuff with. And then for the numbers, what I did was I took numbers like, see how this is cold, chill, calm, cool, like these are all C's. So your person could start with C, or they could have C in their name, or you could start with C in your name. But because I was doing I was like A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, I would take these C's to be 3. E was 5, A was 1, so 3, 5, 1. And then I use this coded thing to get to my numbers, okay? So we have 3, 5, 1, 16, 9, 2, 20, 19, 13, 7, 4, and 8, which is these, okay? So then also, because of how we started, we have the 30, we have the 33, we have the 13. Those could be tied into this as well. And then we have Colby, Karen, Carolyn, Chevron, Chevy, Cherry, Trish, Chris, Christian. Maybe they're a Christian, or their name is based off of a Christian character, or they have that type of a religious name. Maybe their name is a religious name. Maybe it's a name that's not going to be very common. I'm thinking of things that say common is starting with C, and I'm on these C's, and we have Trish in there for some reason, but maybe it starts with a T, or there's something to do with Karen or L. I was getting L, like maybe there's double L's, or there's ELLE, or like it ends, like their name is like Annabelle or something L, or that could be in their last name, something to do with how it carries out. And then we have Bella. So Bella means beauty. And because I saw Beauty, I saw Beast. So Beauty and the Beast, that you guys could be like Beauty and the Beast. And then and now I'm seeing 11 here. So some of you could have 11. But Bethany, Beauty and the Beast, Bella, Beauty, B, I heard B. So it could be that the name starts with just B, or there could be B, B-E-E. People used to call me B. But your name could be like something like Brittany or Bridget, or there's the variants of my name with like Bridget with 2 T's and an E, or it could just end in ET, or the person that you are connected to could have ET, like it could be like that their name, it's like, I don't know, Karenette, like Carolette, I don't know, like there's all different names. So then we have what do we have? Oh, 369. So I don't know, like that just came in, like it was just out of random again, but we already had 3 and 16 and 19 here, so maybe they just wanted me to bring in the variants of that 369, or maybe something's progressing in your situation that's kind of different than like other people's, like you guys skip steps or something along the way. And then I heard the 27th letter. So I don't know why. Like whatever the 27th letter means to you, I would look that up and see what that means. But it was like I heard that right around all of this other stuff. So I heard twin flame, twins, twin flame. And we already had that stuff coming through here with the twins. So this is probably your twin flame. And we have change, like CH names. So Christina, Cherry, Charge, Run, Runner, or something like Gunner, or somebody that has a name that ends in NER, like something like that, like ing, or, like how things end with ing, or things run, like I just said run, things run. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say how things end in a certain name, like a certain way, like E, or you know what I mean? Like how words end or names end. There's something like that going on here. The way that something ends is tied into all of this. And then I got 1011, but it came through as 1011. So that may be significant to you for some reason. And then I heard poet, but they like gave it to me as POET. So I really feel like ET, there's something to do with ET. I don't know exactly what. And then I heard X, like exceptional. So like exceptional, X, exalted, like things that start with X. So not only we're getting like the way that things end, we're getting the way that things begin. So there's a beginning and an end here, I guess. But oh my goodness, I just realized Ouroboros is the serpent, is the thing that's continuous. It's like the thing that never ends, like synchronicity, infinity doesn't end, and it's like the Ouroboros, but it's the infinity symbol. It's like the 8. It's just constantly going. That's what the Ouroboros is. It's the serpent eating its own tail. So the Ouroboros could be connected to your connection, like something. There's no ending of your connection, or there won't be an ending of your connection. One of you could be a poet. Yeah. So there's a lot to go over there, I think. But basically, take what resonates, leave the rest. And hopefully this made sense. I just saw it was 43, 44 as we ended. So 43 and 44, maybe like those are your ages, or maybe like, there's something significant there. Or my papers just fell. Oh, there's my paper. Yeah, so basically take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't. Look into this stuff, like if your person is look at the meaning of what if you didn't get a name that made sense, what is the meaning of their name, or what is like you know, connected to this number, or what is the like hieroglyph for this, because the Egyptian thing was coming through for this, right? So Egyptian hieroglyphs could be tied into like some sign or symbol, just whatever makes sense to you. I think that there's plenty here, but it's just your pile was like, it was chaotic. It felt like chaos. So hopefully this made sense for somebody. And Renee, namaste.